Orphan is born from a very personal story. What drove you to turn your father's childhood into a film?
I was haunted by the story ever since I was a kid, and people were talking about this, you know. And when I was growing up, it didn't fade away; it still remained, and I wanted to, at some point, to use it as a material, as a foundation for a story, because I found that it says so much about not only my family story and the traumatisms of the 20th century, but also it's a very foundational human story.
And the story is told entirely from a child point of view.
Yes.
How challenging was it to maintain that perspective in your directing?
It's very difficult because you have to teach a child how to make difficult, a difficult movie, difficult shots, very demanding, ambitious shots. And so even for adults, it's difficult. So a child, it's incredibly difficult. But because my main actor was so smart, he understood how it was working, and so he became a real creative partner. And it was very touching to see how he evolved in very quickly from not even amateur into a very professional film actor.
And the trauma of war and the Holocaust reverberates onto a new generation in the movie. Do you think this legacy is still tangible today?
Yes, I think it's very much there, and I think it's a common European story. And I think the 20th century's traumas are still very much within our societies, and we still have a hard time working through them. So I think we have to, see ourselves in the mirror, who we are, who our parents were, and talk about the incredible traumatism that was the 20th century.
And Andor gradually discovers the truth about his father. How important was it for you to explore the passage from childhood innocence to the adult disillusionment?
I think it was very important. Me, myself, when I was growing up, I was a kid in the 80s in Hungary, and it was still the repressive regime. So I had a child's point of view, but also I had the repression. I could feel the repression around me. So I wanted to have both the softness and the harshness in the movie. And well, it was a challenge, and it was a challenge to make this film, but I'm glad I did it.
And the story unfolds in a complex historical context, Budapest after the 1956 uprising. How important was historical accuracy, and how much did you instead work symbolically?
I was looking at many documents and pictures and literature from the periods. I was trying to recreate the 1950s Hungary as honestly as I could, but I also knew that it was the point of view of a child. It was, the determining factor behind the way I was approaching the subject. So it created a very specific style in the movie, that reverberates that duality between the child's innocence and the harshness of the world.
And you have stated that you only shoot on film.
Yeah.
What does the film stock give you that digital can never provide?
Well, I think it gives you texture and depth. I think it gives you an incredible palette. That looks much more natural than digital in a way, in a funny way, and also it gives you the discipline that everybody knows. It's not an unlimited material that you have. You have something very limited, so you have to use it, and you have to make your decisions in advance, and that creates a very important psychological process, a mental process for the filmmakers, that everybody has to be so sharp during the shoot, you know, because they know
Yeah.
it's not unlimited.
And with The Son of Soul, you told the story of the Holocaust, while Orphan returns to Hungary in the 50s. What is the link between these two films?
Well, in retrospect, the films are related. In Orphan, there are the reverberations of the Second World War and the way it was repressed in the people's minds. I think because Europe is still is haunted by the 20th century, and I think we try to look away, but it's very much there. So I think I keep making those movies, but I also make movies about family, and I think the importance of how family is created, lost, and maybe recreated is very central to what I do.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, and good luck for the
Thank you.
competition.
Thank you.